weekly reading deal. There's a lot going on just generally in this week in my own life personally. In the astrology, we have the eclipse coming up on Friday, like Thursday, Friday, and Mercury retrograde starts on Friday. There's just a lot. I'm actually moving this week as well. Finally, if you know, you know, I've been trying to, not trying, I've been manifesting this move for quite some time and it's finally here. So there's a lot to look forward to. And in real time, at least with my astrology, we're seeing how the eclipse is literally ending one chapter, this chapter of living here in Albuquerque, and opening up a new chapter living in New Orleans. So that's just one example of how this eclipse energy can manifest. For me, it's not a surprise. This is something that's been a long time coming, but eclipses can have a surprise impact on your life. It really is just kind of a wild card energy. So, as best as you can, relax, chill out, lay low a little bit. What up, Enlightened? And just allow for the energy to create the changes and to shine the spotlight on whatever it is in your life that requires some change. Enlightened, do you want to be first today since you're here? Lots of good stuff happening. And I think it's important to remind yourself whatever happens is for your best and highest good. Just decide that, okay? Decide that you don't need proof that this is happening for your best good, right? Um, just decide whatever it is that's happening, even if it sounds horrible, even if it feels horrible. What up, Samantha? And especially if it feels great, remind yourself it's all happening for my highest good. It does feel early. And of course, Lily Moon did not sleep the way she needs to. So it's going to be an interesting day seeing what's up with her. So let's start with Enlightened, then we'll go to Samantha since you both are here. You'll be the first two. It's a big week. It's an important week, but really, what up? Yildiz, how you doing? So first for Enlightened, what does Enlightened need to know, do, or understand? Look, your card came out. The Star card. So this is the Aquarius card. It's also the card of hopes, wishes, dreams, community, wish fulfillment. And this is you waiting for your ships to come in. So there's some blessing that you've been asking for that is finally making its way into the forefront of your life with this eclipse energy. And remember, the impact of eclipses can last like up to 6 months. So for you, you are receiving a yes, right? You're able to see your ships come in. The future is looking clearer and clearer. You are being given steps for you to move forward. If you felt stagnant in any way, or if you've been like, okay, when's this thing coming? This is your confirmation that this eclipse energy is bringing those changes in for you. And the more that you remain faithful to yourself and to your vision, the more that you remain in your power, since this is your card as an Aquarius, the more seamlessly this thing, this person, this opportunity is able to manifest itself in your life. Let's see. Yes, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see what I'm talking about? So again, anything that happens with this eclipse energy, you're going to say thank you. You're going to say thank you for it because it is for your fortune. So whatever flavor it enters your life, say thanks for it. And I mean this because your blessings can come in a lot of weird, strange ways, where at first it might be like, what the hell is this? I did not ask for this. And then like down the line, you're like, oh, that thing had to happen so that this thing could happen. So remember, this eclipse energy is here to help you be the highest version of yourself, the most fortunate, abundant version of yourself. And naturally, something has to end in order for this to have the space that it needs to prevail in your life. Okay. So I'm really excited to see what this is, especially I don't know if it's about moving. I don't know if it's about a new job. There's definitely movement here. The character's hand is on the future. So everything that is happening here is to edify you in the future as well. These are long-term plans. This is legacy type stuff. So you are absolutely onto something incredible. I think it matches perfectly with the fact that spring is right around the corner. So Enlightened, that's for you. Keep this in the forefront of your mind as you witness the things that begin to unfold for you with this eclipse energy. Next is Samantha. I cut the deck and it was the Eight of Pentacles, showing you busy at work, learning, growing, being abundant. 8 is the number of abundance. Let's see what comes out. You're so welcome, Enlightened. I love to see these cards for you. Samantha. Okay. So lots of people coming to you for your work, for your... What up? How are you, Aries ascendant? When you get to me, can you please see if there's anything positive regarding home and love? Okay, I got you. Lita, will do yours next. So we started with Enlightened, then Samantha, and then Aries ascendant is going to be next. I got you, girl. Have a good day at work. You can't get the house until I get promoted, but I fear it will so. Girl, don't fear. Never fear. If it sells before you get it, it's not your house, girl. Easy. Just decide, like, okay, this or something better. But anyway, let me get to Samantha and then we'll talk more about that Aries ascendant, okay? So, Samantha, people are coming to you to work with you. They like what they see and you have something that they want, right? This is you right here. They're coming to consult with you. And this has everything to do with your business and the success of your business and the caliber of your work. We also have the King of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So this is you creating stability for yourself. This is you being grounded in your emotions, in your output, and also being receptive to intuitive information when it comes to the relationships in your life, which relationships you need to foster and say yes to, and which relationships no longer need your energy. So this can be work relationships, romantic relationships. It's all about relationships, especially as Virgo right across from you, and the 7th house is Pisces, and all this energy is happening currently in Pisces. So relationships are being expanded. They're being blown up in a way for you to examine every little piece of what you see. It's like looking in those mirrors like that magnify things, right? So you're able to see like, oh, here's something that was there that I didn't realize is there. And it could be something that you hate or something that you love. And so it's all just about flowing with the information that you are gleaning at this time. This is a great time to collect information about people, about deals, about contracts, about the relationships that you have, the triggers that you have. You're totally doing that right now. That's crazy. Yeah. And seeing intuitively what you need to do with that. Is this something that you need to heal from the root? Is it something that you need to get rid of completely? Is it something that you need to repot or replant? Does it need, a new environment perhaps? So these are all sorts of questions that you are asking as monetary abundance continues to come in. Money and love are very similar frequencies. And so you could be seeing that while there is an increase in money, in business and opportunity, there's also an increased focus on romance and genuine relationships and how you show up in them. I look educated. I do have a master's degree. Actually, the biggest reminder for you is to have fun, okay? To have fun, to celebrate the things that are coming in for you, to remember that the life you're living right now is an answered prayer to some capacity. So do not lose sight of the fact that it's supposed to be fun, that this is supposed to be explorative and celebratory, and that although things may be coming in that are serious, you can still bring like playfulness and curiosity to it. Let's see. So try not to let yourself be stressed out about opportunities, right? Like sometimes when a lot of opportunities come in, we're like, shit, how am I supposed to do this, 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 and this, and this? Have fun with it. And remember to be joyous and joyful with this influx of energy. Don't let it stress you out. Yeah, so this is, I feel like these cards are really similar. This Queen of Cups and the High Priestess. They both are about tapping into the divine feminine, tapping into intuition, into like the subtle body energy. So you're definitely being asked to connect to your emotions versus your mind. Okay, your mind, you don't need your mind. Throw the Virgo analytics away. We don't need that part. We need the Piscean part of you, okay? That feels and intuits and is creative and just flows and is open to be surprised, okay? This is not something you need to control. It's not something you need to force. This is more about flowing and seeing, okay? You're so welcome. I'm glad it's what you needed, Samantha. Especially with this eclipse happening in Virgo. It really is just asking you to like let go of control and allow yourself to be emptied so that you could be refilled with things that are more in alignment for you. Okay. Uh-oh, Jesus came to save sinners. You're in the wrong place. You're in the wrong place. And this is definitely not divination. This is Jungian tarot. It's about the subconscious. So you're definitely in the wrong place. All right. Number 3 is Aries ascendant. Aries ascendant wants to know about love and money, the home stuff. So one thing, Aries ascendant, like anything that feels like it has to be rushed is not meant for you. Okay. So if you're talking about, oh, I have to hurry up and like this house, basically, if you don't get the house, it's not your house, right? Because if it's meant to be, it'll be. If it's part of your fate, it's part of your fate. If it's a gift from God, it's a gift from God. But if it's not, it's never going to be yours, right? Like it's never going to be your door if it's not your door. Okay. If it's not for you, it will never be for you. And that's the sort of energy that I need you to adopt when it comes to this and when it comes to everything, right? If God wanted you to have it, you would have it, okay? So while you may be pushing a certain agenda with the house, the way that you will know if it's for you or not is if you get it or not, okay? Especially if you've been asking for this and communing with spirit, with God, with whatever you want to call this energy. So that's the first thing that I need you and everyone else who's listening to remember. If it's yours, nothing can take it away from you. Okay? Okay. Now let's get into this love and home energy from there. What does Aries ascendant need to know about love at this time? Let's see. There's no hate quite like Christian love. Let's just say that to the trolls in the comments. There's no hate quite like Christian love. What does Aries ascendant need to know about love this time? Hey, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Again, the energy of money and love is very similar here. So you are getting a stronger handle on what makes you feel secure, on what you need both monetarily as well as within a relationship. It does seem as though you do want more of the traditional sort of relationship stuff. And that's, here we have the father here. He represents Saturn and time. And then we have the couple, and then there's a child here. So this could represent a desire for marriage and children and family. And for this to be coming out at this time, it's letting you know that this is the path that you're currently walking. Let's see, what else does Aries ascendant need to know? Okay, we have the High Priestess. This is the card encouraging you to trust in yourself and your intuition, to trust in the messages that you're receiving from your spirit team. You have the capacity to tap into this this sort of energy, whether you're praying or meditating or being still with yourself. When you do that, you will feel that you'll feel what your next step needs to be. Okay. You'll feel and you'll hear the way forward. So this is very much an individual experience for you, learning to listen to your intuition, learning to trust yourself and your path and your higher power as you move forward. You're definitely going to have some decisions, especially when it relates to money, potentially with partners. And the way that you figure out which choice you need to make, going right or going left, is again by tapping into yourself, to your intuition. Okay. Your mind is, again, not required for so many of us, especially right now with the astrology. You're being asked to suspend your disbelief, right? Your analytical mind is not going to get you there. You need to tap into your spirituality. If you're religious, tap into that so that you know which way to go. Thinking yourself to death, anxiety to death is not going to help you out here. Okay. This is not Virgo season. It's not time for analytics. It's Pisces. It's time to listen to the messages from the higher power. So if you haven't been making space and time to meditate or pray or to be quiet with yourself, please do that so that it can be much easier to hear that. We have the 9 of Cups here. So this experience is ending in your emotional fulfillment, and it's really important to keep the end at the forefront of your mind. What would it feel like if you had that perfect relationship, if you had that perfect house? Imagine yourself unlocking the door and stepping into your dream home, or whatever your goal is, coming home to your husband, whatever you're trying to call in, whatever you've been praying and asking for. Ask yourself, what would it feel like if I had that already? Because creation is finished, right? And all of you Christians in the comments know that that's from the Bible. Creation is finished. So whatever you're praying for, whatever you're asking for, is already happening. It's just about aligning yourself with that. Okay, we have the 3 of Swords. So whatever disappointment comes in, remind yourself that if it's part of your path, it's for you. And if it isn't part of your path, there's nothing that will make it so. Okay, so any disappointment that you experience at this time, shift your perspective and be like, okay, well, thank you for showing me what is not for me and making the way clear when it comes to the things that are. Because regardless of what goes on in the middle, right, the end is still the same. The end is the same. You having the house, you having the stability, you having the emotional contentment, the love, all of that is here. It just might not be coming to you in the way that you expect. Yeah, again, you got to stop worrying yourself to death. This is about releasing control and allowing this higher power to guide you. Bottom of the deck, last card is the Star card. This is a card of your wish being fulfilled. It's wish fulfillment. So again, reminding yourself that you are on the right path, and remembering to persevere. Okay, you can't give up before you get the thing that you've been asking for. That makes no sense, right? You need to, you can take breaks, right? But you need to continue showing up for yourself, for your dreams, for your goals. If it's not this house, it's going to be a better house. If it's not this man, it's going to be a better man. So tap into your spiritual nature, tap into your faith, into your belief system, and remind yourself that what is meant for you is meant for you. And this, it could be coming by way of this, learning to surrender, learning to let go of these expectations and to give yourself over to the higher plan, okay? So that's for Aries ascendant. Let's go to Gemini rising next. Y'all in the comments, this is for the Patreon members. So I don't know why y'all are here, unless you just want to support. We have some people in the chat who seem to be bothered right now. And that's okay. It's not, if it's not for you, it's not for you. You don't have to be here. Okay. Gemini rising, what do you need to know, do, or understand? This is for the Patreon members. They receive readings every Sunday. That's what's happening. That's what you're witnessing. If you would like a reading, you can send 1111 to the cash tag in the description, and we'll get to you afterwards. All right, Gemini rising. This retrograde has you reviewing people, places, and opportunities from your past. And it's really important that you understand that you are meant to be evaluating, okay? You're meant to be re-evaluating, again, the people, the places, the opportunities that are coming back around. Just because they come back around doesn't mean you're supposed to engage, doesn't mean you're meant to be together. This is just an opportunity for you to like see, who are you now? How much have you grown? Are your boundaries the same? Are your expectations the same? This is about having a new beginning, having some new ideas, but this is definitely something that needs to be nurtured. It's still the Page of Pentacles, meaning it's just the beginning of a certain journey. It's not the knight, it's not the king. So you want to be sure that you are not completely giving yourself away to whatever this character or opportunity is. It does seem like there's a reunion of sorts, someone coming back around into your energy field again for you to re-examine. Like, are you the same person that you were a few months ago, a few years ago? And if so, keep the space between both of you so that you can grow. And so this person has the opportunity to show up as a higher version of themselves. The page is cool. It's an opportunity, right? But it's not something that's full blown. It's not something stable and reliable. So whoever comes in, take it slow. Take it slow and vet them. Okay. And that goes for anyone who has partners coming back during Mercury retrograde. For some people, it definitely could mean that this person is someone that you should be entertaining. And for other people, it's just an assessment. It's time for you to reflect and to be like, oh, okay, look who I used to be. Look what I used to accept. And now look at who I am now. Look at how much I've grown. So that's up to you to figure out. I don't know your life. Okay, now, yes, I think this is definitely I mean, it's the Lover's card, it's the Wands. People coming back around into your life, but I don't feel like they have grown very much. This is a card of like someone getting over on you. So listen to your intuition because it's going to tell you what you need to know. Now, you are attracting potential partners. You want to make sure that it's not all about sex. It's not all about the physical, because that's what these two cards together represent. Whoever you want to be with, I'm sure you want more from them than just the physical. Now, if it's only physical, sure, have fun with whoever this person is. This is also known as like the fuckboy card. So if you're fine with that, cool. But from my understanding, you want something with a little bit more substance. So do not jump at the first person who comes back around into your life. In fact, I would wait till April timeframe to make any firm decisions about allowing certain people back into your life, because that is when Venus goes back direct. That's also when Mercury is direct. So we're thinking more clearly. So don't jump at any decisions, okay? Especially if it relates to a man. All right, that's for you, Gemini rising. Let's go to Ren next. Ren is a Patreon member. If you are interested in becoming a Patreon member, it's $11.11 a month. It's the same amount as a single donation. And you simply just get more content. You get more readings. You get more posts on Patreon. All for $11.11. Ren the Aquarius. Ren's been on a cruise, living her best life. What does Ren need to know, do, or understand? Hey, okay, so Friday is the eclipse, and this is going to shine so much light in your life and show you the way forward. This is you as an Aquarius, the air sign. Swords are air is represented by swords in the tarot. So this is about you being in your power, you facing things that are coming to you head on, and you being shown the way forward, being very direct with your thoughts, very clear with your mind and actions. And it's interesting because usually Mercury retrograde doesn't have you as clear as it's looking like you will be. So perhaps the things that are brought to your attention, you know what to do with now. You know what you want now. You know what you don't want. And it's going to be very easy for you to make decisions and to express yourself because you already know, right? You've been rehearsing this. You've been reviewing this. You've been thinking about this for a long time. And so now when it's presented to you, there's no doubt in your mind about how you want to move forward. There's definitely some news and opportunities as it relates potentially to your love life, but also to your creative life. Perhaps you've been renewed with more creativity, with more passion, more of that sacral chakra energy to help guide you forward. Yeah. People are coming to you because of your expertise, because of what you know. It could be really busy in terms of business. I know you're coming back from a vacation, so that's what this could represent. It's just coming back to all the work and all the people who want to work with you and create something new and special with you. So just keep your throat chakra active. Keep expressing your thoughts. Keep saying what you mean and meaning what you say. Standing on business. Keep and maintaining your boundaries, right? Bring this clarity with you through every interaction that you have moving forward. I feel like you've been empowered, right? Pluto being in your sign at this time, you are incredibly empowered. And we love to see that for you because there can sometimes be this like people pleasing energy with the air signs. And I think now is a time for you to just assert yourself and to kind of cut through the BS and just say what you mean what you say. With both of these queens being here, it's like you receiving the information and you acting on it. I love to see that. I love to see you in your power. And two queens, hello. You are definitely right there. So continue on in that fashion. Where did my pen go? Continue on in that fashion. Like I mentioned, some people with Mercury retrograde feel a little bit confused about what they want and how they're showing up for other people. But for you, this energy looks like it's clarifying things for you. So that's a big blessing, having the clarity, knowing the way forward. Okay, let's do Shaie next, and then Ronisha, and then we'll take any donations that come through. I'm also a mindset and manifestation coach. So if you've been noticing that your mind state is extra negative and you need some assistance with how we can revamp that, I got you. Comments are always an interesting place. Shaie, what does Shaie need to know, do, or understand at this time? Our Libra. Shaie. Okay, girl. This eclipse energy is very much about you embracing your freedom. In probably the recent past, you've given your power away to other people, and now you're realizing, I need to cut myself free. I need to do my own thing, walk my own path, and just be willing to encounter whatever it is that I find on my way. This Two of Swords is about maybe not knowing or not wanting to be open to the knowledge. Two of Swords sometimes is like, oh, I don't know what to do, when secretly you already know what to do. When secretly you already know you need to give up that thing or that person or these feelings or this loop that you've been playing for yourself and enter into these new beginnings. The Page of Wands is a really exciting time of exploring your passions, getting to know what you like, what you want. We have this Success card, the Six of Wands. So you starting something new, being willing to go out on a limb, do something exciting, out of the ordinary when it comes to your passions, your creativity, leads you to success. So try something new. Go out on a limb here. Like if there's something that you've been experimenting with and you're like, oh, I don't know if I should put myself out there like that, absolutely do it. We have this Strength card here reminding you that persistence is key. Your strength of character is what's required. We have this woman who is able to kind of overpower a lion. And so this is not a literal thing. She's not stronger than a lion physically, but it's the attitude, the perspective that she's bringing. This is also the Leo card, and the affirmation for Leo is I will. So instead of wondering, can I do it? Will it work? Just say, I'm doing it. It's working. It's prospering me. This is part of my path. So you bringing that Leonian confidence to every aspect of your life, knowing that you can accomplish anything that you believe you can, right? So the subconscious comes into play again, because if you believe you can, you're right. And if you believe you can't, you're also right. Your belief is powerful. So choose to believe in yourself, choose to believe in your higher power, however that translates for you in your personal life. Strength is required. This persistence is required. Your integrity is required here. With the Fool card, this is a whole new world for you, girl. Lion King, yeah, a whole new world for you. Be willing to take those leaps of faith. Be willing to put yourself out there in new ways. Be willing to be led intuitively, even if it doesn't make sense on like a mental level, okay? That's for you, Shaie. And last but not least is Ronisha. Let's see what's up. You spelled loin, King. That's something completely different. I am a tarot reader, an astrologer. We focus on the subconscious. So this is not about tapping into anything other than the collective unconscious. Looking at the beliefs around certain situations and how we can maximize them to help you make decisions moving forward. The universe is mental, all is mind. And let's see. This is for Ronisha. These readings are for Patreon members. If you would like a reading while I'm live, you can send 1111 to the hashtag. That is provided in the description and the title. What does Ronisha need to know, do, or understand? I have a lot of free content on my channel as well. So if you don't want to pay me anything, you don't have to. Just watch my shorts, watch the other videos I post, go to my Instagram and TikTok. Everything you need for free is there. Ronisha, what does Ronisha need to know, do, or understand? Okay, your success is imminent, Ronisha. Success, success. What's on the other side of fear? It's your success. If you've been in a situation and it's just not working, you got to try something new. You got to try something different. I think it's really hard for a lot of us to embrace change because it's like, well, what if something crazy happens? What if I don't like it? Then make a new choice, right? You have to be willing to do something new in order to get something new. And a lot of us are scared to death. And so we don't make any changes. And so we're just stuck with what we always have, right? But if you've been asking for something, praying for something, you have to be open to receive it. And sometimes being open to receive it means being open to change. And yes, change can be scary, but it can also be the most incredible thing that's ever happened to you. Okay. So, Diddy oil, it's been way too long, admittedly. So, with this, it's letting you know what's on the other side of fear. It's your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your success. And this is success in a very public way. As you can see, it's like a parade. This person has the laurel leaf, which is the leaf of success. And there's people around to witness it. Okay. So I think that's a really encouraging card to start out with, right? That all roads are leading to your success. Okay, yes, celebration. This is a card of celebration as well. So you are entering a time where your confidence is growing, and there's like a direct correlation with your willingness to trust and the rewards that you receive. Okay, so the more that you put yourself out there, the more that you get back. And I think this helps again to build your confidence, to take more risks, to do more of the things that you've been wanting to do more of the things that you've been called to. Ronisha. Yeah. This is a star card. Lots of my Patreon members are getting this star card. This is a beautiful energy of you receiving your dreams, goals, aspirations. This is a wish fulfillment card. So don't waste this energy, right? Keep this at the forefront of your mind. Your success, again, is imminent. The things you've been asking for are right around the corner. And what's being asked of you, again, is having faith in the higher power and whatever it's been telling you to do. Whatever it's been telling you to do is really important to do. And this is the confirmation that by you taking that action, you will receive a lot of good shit. Okay? So it's important to listen to your intuition, listen to your angels, listen to the answers of your prayers. However you tap in, because these messages are coming through and it's been begging you to do something different. It's been begging you to tap in a way that maybe you've been apprehensive about. So please listen. Please listen to yourself. Please listen to your intuition. Please listen to whatever spirit, God, angels, ancestors, whatever has been telling you. Because again, on the other side of that is everything that you've been asking for. A lot of the times we are asked to take a leap of faith, to demonstrate our faith in some way. So kind of ask yourself, how am I being asked to demonstrate my faith right now? Your grandma used to say the same thing. That's beautiful. So that's it for the Patreon members. We got through all 7 of you. If there's anyone who is interested in a reading, go ahead and send 1111 to the cash tag. Otherwise, I need to go make some more content about what's coming up for this week, which is the eclipse. Eclipse season is well underway. First of all, Venus is already retrograde. Then we have Mercury going retrograde on Friday. The eclipse is Thursday night, Friday morning, depending on where you're at. And that is an eclipse in the sign of Virgo, I believe. And so things are changing. Things are changing for sure. And things are always changing, right? It's life. Nothing stays the same. But if you're into astrology, pull your chart and see where you have this Virgo energy. Also look to see where you have Aries, because that is where Mercury and Venus are both retrograding. So what else should you check? Your Pisces house as well, because that's where the sun is. The sun is in Pisces currently. You're not going crazy. You're not going crazy. Pisces season is about you learning how to listen to your intuition, okay? You don't always need someone else to validate what you already know to be true. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do, and you need that extra push. You need to like flex that trust muscle. You need to, you know, hear someone else say what you've already been thinking. But once that happens a few times, it's important for you to tap into yourself, right? So spiritual guides, coaches, mentors should always point you back to yourself. And this is exactly what these readings are about. And so many of them that you guys have been sitting here listening to, how many times have I said, tap in with yourself, get quiet with yourself, like honor the information that you have been receiving, right? This is about learning to trust yourself. Learning to trust yourself, your own process, your own experience, your own life, your own version of a higher power. Learning to trust that to guide you, and learning to trust that everything and anything that happens to you can be used for your highest good. Okay, even the most horrible of things can be used to teach you something, to bring you closer to someone or to something or to some other opportunity. But that's only true if you use it in that way, right? So that's what I do. I use everything in my life to make me stronger, to edify me, to get me closer to the person I'm meant to be. And I would encourage you to do the same thing. You don't have to, it's your life, do whatever you want. But that is my approach, right? Anything that happens, thank God, because it is filling in a certain piece of a larger puzzle. And on a long enough timeline, everything begins to make sense, right? So try and take that higher perspective. If you've been really caught up in the nitty gritty of things, I want you to zoom out a little bit and take a look at your life from a bird's eye view, right? And know that whatever you're experiencing is just a small moment in time, and that anything is possible in the next minute, in the next hour, in the next day. Anything is possible. So don't limit yourself. Okay, don't limit yourself. Don't limit God. God is limitless, right? So why are you limiting what God can do for you in your life? Weird. Weird. Oh, I got a donation from Miss K. Let me know in the chat who you are and what your question is. Thank you so much. May you be blessed tenfold. Hi, that's you. Thank you so much. Do you have a specific question or just have a category? You could say general, love, work. You can type a specific question and we can tap in to the subconscious energy around whatever your topic is. Let me start shuffling for you. Just a general. What is Miss JKR 984? You need to know, do, understand, or remember at this time. All right. First two cards out are super powerful. I love the Magician. This is your reminder that you have everything you need. You have everything you need to create the life that you've been asking for. This Magician has all the suits of the tarot on its table. So the Magician can create every other card here. It's they also have their wand pointing up, because as above, so below. So, and again, as within, so without. So there's a few reminders here. First, you have everything you need to create the life that you desire. You've been given all the tools, you have all the resources, you have all the skills to make your life exactly the way that you want it to be made. Now you have to ask yourself, do I believe that? Do I believe in myself? Do I believe that I am a master manifester? Do I believe that I am made in God's image, that I am the God of my reality, that I have the capacity to make choices that lead to what I've been asking for? So our subconscious mind runs 90% of the show, but our subconscious has programs that we sometimes don't realize are there. These programs have been suggested to us from growing up, right? From our childhood, from the things that we constantly are seeing, from the patterns that we experience throughout our life. So when you are quiet with yourself, what is that voice inside of your head telling you? Is it telling you that you're capable, that your dreams are possible, that you can do anything that you set your mind to? Or is that voice in your head your biggest hater? Or maybe it's a mix of both. Whatever it is, take some time to like notice your mind, your frequency, your mindset, um, and make some adjustments as you see fit. So if you're noticing, wow, I'm really negative when it comes to my beliefs around my body or my uh, uh, worthiness or my skill level, whatever it is, if you're noticing that, pour back into yourself. Both. Pour into yourself constantly, because your mind creates your reality. Your mind creates your perception. There's something called confirmation bias, right? So whatever you believe, you're going to see evidence of that all over the place. Um, so that's how you'll know what you need to work on when it comes to your subconscious mind. Listen to the affirmations, listen to motivational speeches, listen to sermons, whatever it is that amps you up, that gets you feeling like, yes, I'm the shit. I could do this. My dreams are possible. I am worthy. I can receive. I am worthy of receiving. Whatever makes you feel that way, do more of that, because this is reminding you that the external world is a reflection of your internal state. Okay. Now, this other card came out, the Two of Wands. This is asking you to dream, and to dream big, and to spend time within your visualizations of what you want for yourself in the future. Okay. So if you find yourself doubting your ability to achieve your dreams, just sit down and ask yourself, what would it feel like if I had everything I wanted? What would it feel like if I was that person? What would it feel like if I had that relationship or that job or this amount of money in my bank account? Ask yourself how that would feel, and then like rest in the feeling, because your subconscious mind does not know the difference between imagination and reality. So you can get yourself used to believing that you deserve it by dwelling in the end result, by making your meditations more of a visualization of what would it feel like if I had everything I've been praying and asking for right now. Okay, so spend more time doing that. Get clear about what you want, then spend time in that imaginary state of like, yes, this is what it would feel like. This is what I would be doing. These are the thoughts I would be thinking, the people I would be interacting with. Spend more time in that imagined space, and it will help you to um, increase your frequency, and therefore your belief in your ability to do it. And if you believe you can do it, if you believe you can have it, then that's the main block. That's the main barrier to you experiencing it. Let's see. Sometimes too with the magician card, it's the reminder, it's the whole like cheesy but true thing where it's like, I asked God for flowers and he sent rain. So where in your life has God sent rain when you've asked for flowers? And how can you shift that perception instead of like, oh fuck, I got rain. Be like, oh, perfect, I got the rain so that the flowers can grow, you know? So it's also too like, I asked God for a cake and he gave me all the ingredients. Well, now it's time for you to bake your cake, girl. You wanted a cake, bake it. You could do it. Like, bake the cake that you said you wanted. You have all the things that you need in order to create the life that you've been desiring. I'm intending that makes sense. Let's see if there's a final card that wants to come out for you. Yeah, Judgment. This is about you receiving some news sooner than later. See the trumpet, it's raising people from the dead in this card, meaning whatever this message is, whatever it is that's for you that you've been waiting, this phone call, this communication, this confirmation, it's coming in loud and clear. So prepare. What would you do if you knew that your manifestations were coming in today? All right. Would you be clearing up your space? Would you be working out more? Would you be like looking to move? Whatever it is, ask yourself, if I got everything that I've been asking for today, what would that require of me? What would I need to do right now? Don't trust zombies. That's good advice. What would I need to do right now? And whatever your answer is to that question, start making those moves. Start making those moves. Start doing the things that you know you would need to do if all of your dreams started coming true today. Now, that doesn't mean make any rash decisions, but what it does mean is walk in faith, take some actions in faith, maybe even take some symbolic actions. Um, so if you've been wanting to move, start sorting through your stuff, get rid of things that you don't need anymore. If you've been calling in love, like start treating yourself the way you would expect that partner that you're trying to call in should treat you. Take yourself out on dates, buy yourself the flowers, do those sorts of things. So right now is time to take actions that are based off of the knowing that you are about to receive what you've been asking for. So I'm intending that helps. I hope it does. Thank you again for the donation. Again, we have this eclipse coming. This is wild card energy. So tuck this, if you're unsure what this is right now, let this eclipse happen, let this week pass, and there will be a lot more clarity for many of us. Many of us are being asked to move locations, move jobs, get out of relationships, get into relationships. Life is musical chairsing right now. Life is musical chairsing, okay? Everything's shifting and turning, and it's like someone shook up the snow globe, right? And now all these little pieces of snow are falling and settling into different areas of our lives. So this is a big week, and I truly feel that there will be a before and after for a lot of you, before the eclipse and after the eclipse. And I mean this in the best way possible. A lot of people online are saying like, oh, the eclipse season is scary and March sucks, and that's just really not the truth. Some of us have been resisting change. And so if you're one of those people that's been resisting change, then yeah, change is going to feel extra crazy, right? Because you've been resisting it. But also there's people who have been calling in change and praying for change and asking for change. And so through this same energy, we're being opened up. Things are being cleared so that we can receive all the things we've been asking for. So there's nothing to be afraid of when it comes to this week, when it comes to any week, right? Astrology is not meant to make you scared. Tarot is not meant to make you scared. They are tools for illuminating the subconscious. And anyone who is fear mongering you, I would definitely suggest that you don't engage with them, because fear controls you. Fear is a tactic that people use to get you to act in a certain way. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't like the idea of being controlled. Hello. So if it inspires fear in your heart, probably not the best approach. Okay. Probably not the best content for you to be engaging in. But that's just my opinion. You don't have to listen to me. I'm a stranger on the internet, okay? So if it doesn't resonate, don't take it. If it doesn't resonate, don't subscribe. Don't watch things that you don't resonate with. That's weird. It's very strange behavior, y'all. If it doesn't resonate, leave it alone. When it comes to me, when it comes to anything. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. A lot of us are dealing with some heavy stuff, and that's what this eclipse is shining more clarity on. That's what this eclipse is removing from us, emptying us from. A lot of us need to let go of old stories, okay? In a weird, twisted way, we can sometimes be so attached to our hurt and to our trauma that we refuse to let it go, right? We could be so stuck on, oh, but this person did me wrong. This thing happened to me, and like, you know, you can be stuck on that. I was victimized, and you can be a victim for your whole life. And that, I'm not saying like not to acknowledge when bad things happen, because bad things do happen, absolutely. But we are also meant to use those things and rise above them. We are not meant to be beaten down by our past and by our experiences for the rest of our lives, right? We're not meant to like lay down and die because bad things happen to us. We can let those things empower us. We can let those things teach us and show us and improve us and break us open so that we become closer uh, to source, you know? So again, my opinion, if you don't like, you don't have to be here. I lost like 10 people on that one, but hey, yeah, the perception that there's no such thing as coincidences, everything is happening for a reason, that we can choose to grow based off of any experience that we have, is really an important thing to tap into. If not for, our own sanity. For me, believing that everything happens for a reason keeps me from spiraling, right? So if that's a positive, if that's something that helps you in your life, choose it, believe it. If it's not something that helps you, then leave it. We are all different and we all have different paths. And what helps me is not necessarily going to help you. What's up, Bruce Lee? And what helps you might not help me. And that's okay. Variety is a spice of life. And that's why there's so many different people out here, because we are meant to vibe with what we vibe with. Our frequency is only meant for the people who are on the same frequency. It's like the radio station. You're not thinking about other radio stations until the current one you're on is on some bullshit that you don't want to listen to. Then you look for a new frequency, right? So there you go. There you have it. You're going through that right now. Perception is everything, right? The universe is mental, all is mind. And, if you're looking at your life like my life sucks and it's the worst possible thing ever, then guess what? It's going to be that. But if you're looking at your life and you're looking for the silver lining, you're looking for the lesson, for the blessing in everything, then you're going to find that too. You're going to find whatever you're looking for. So, what are you looking for? Do you like what you're looking for? Do you like what your mind is trained on? Do you like when all you think about is all the bad things that are happening? Does that make you feel good? Is that helping you to create the life that you want to lead? If the answer is yes, keep doing it. But if you're sitting there feeling fearful, feeling forlorn, feeling sorrowful, then maybe you should shift your attention. Maybe you should turn your TV off. Maybe you should, stop scrolling and stop engaging with the videos and the algorithm that is not pouring into you. Just a thought. You don't have to listen to me though. I'm just a stranger on the internet, like I keep telling y'all. But yeah, the true power that you have is your perception and your attention. Okay. So for you, you're talking about closure. For those of you who have not received closure for something, rewrite it in your head. Go back to the event and just tell yourself, whatever you needed the other person to tell you. If your ex left you, you don't know why, just go back into the event. Imagine him saying something to you, girl. Give yourself the closure. Again, because your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. Give the closure to yourself. Go back to your inner child. Go back to that traumatic time and be the adult that your inner child needed. You can do that retroactively. Go back to that time, that trauma, that thing, that place where you really needed somebody, and go be that somebody that you needed in your mind's eye. This is a real thing. This is a real therapy thing. And why do therapists say to do that? Again, because your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a real event and imagined event. So I could go back to that time as a little girl when that thing happened to me, and I could tell her everything that I wished my mom or my dad or a therapist or a friend would have said. And I can say that to myself. And that is your power with your imagination. That is the power of your perception. That is the power of your subconscious mind. Your imagination, so important. And that's why they've done everything they can to disconnect us from our imagination, right? How many of us actually use our imagination when you're bored? Or do you just open your phone and scroll when you're bored? When's the last time you use your imagination? Girl, go visualize some shit. Go imagine some shit, please. Please go imagine some positive, beautiful things for yourself, for your life, for the people around you, because your imagination is just as real as reality to your subconscious mind. Okay? So I think I'm gonna go on that note. I have a couple things I gotta do. I'm intending that this prospers you in some way. I know that it is. I know that it will. I know that it already has. And I'll talk to you a little later. Bye.